Well, our aim is to do an alternative old age makeup rather than just making somebody look really, really old and absolutely slapping them with loads and loads of prosthetics. What we're doing is we're just doing more of a subtle old age with a subtler wrinkles, not so much heaviness around the neck and face. And so what we've done on Steve here, we gaff cutted his hair down and stick the front of his hair down. We actually then put this bald plate on, which is silicone encapsulated in cap plastic.
That's gone straight onto the hair?
It's gone straight onto the hair. We've glued it down pretty much this part here and onto his hair with Telesis. And then on top of that, we've put a forehead piece, which comes down to there, goes around, and that is a Probondo transfer forehead piece. So if you just raise your eyebrows, Steve. So it just defines his wrinkles a lot more. It's actually
very, very fine.
It's very fine. It's about 1 to 2 mil thick, and it blends off beautifully. You know, it's such an easy piece to go on. Then we've done old age stipple around the eyes.
Okay, which old age stipple do you use?
We actually use PPI's old age stipple in this case, and then we got silicone transfer eye bags underneath.
Okay. So you just put your Pros-Aide on those and push them on?
Yeah, they're encapsulated and they're really, really fine, really, really soft.
Yeah.
And basically exactly the same situation as the Probondo transfers, but you just put Pros-Aide on the back of the piece and you put Pros-Aide on the skin, put it on gently and just rotate a bit of movement into the mould, and so then peel the mould away and that leaves the piece under the eye. And then we have got these tiny little crow's feet pieces here in Probondo, which are really, really subtle, very, very thin, but much thinner than this. All it is just so it scratches up his face. It's just a bit of texture there more than anything else. And then we've got these two silicone encapsulated pieces here, just to add a bit of weight around these folds and a bit of jowl here, just to change the shape of his jaw. And then what we're going to have a tiny little piece here, so from profile he hasn't got such a sharp jawline. It's literally just to fill that gap, just to put a bit of weight there. Again, another very, very small piece and soft. And that's it, and then we'll just colour it up. And normally you can either have this hair punched, so the hair punched hair in this, or you can have a lace piece that fits this. We're actually just going to use a generic wig, just to put on top, just to hide this and blend it into his own hair the best we can. We'll also put a little bit of colour with the Skin Illustrator aging palette, just to break this up, just so it's not so prominent, and that's it.
Brilliant. And I suppose the twist is that the twist is there, Steve and Mike.
Yes, Mike here is the identical twin of Steve. So at the end result, we'll see a before and after standing right before your very eyes. So as you can see on this makeup, we have Mike here. I'm getting confused myself. We've got Mike here, Steve here, and they're identical twins. So what we decided to do is we decided to do an aging makeup, which basically doesn't take him to an 80 or 90-year-old man, but it takes him to 50s, 60s, with very, very subtle prosthetics. So what we've done is underneath here we have a bald pate. So if you just lower your head, So we've got a bald silicone paint that comes around here, which we saw earlier, and that's all been stuck on with Telesis at the front. And around here we had a cap plastic edge, which we dissolved away. We then had a Probondo transfer forehead. You just raise your eyebrows. So it picks up more of the movement. It accentuates the expressions a lot more. And then we have old age stipple. Just close your eyes for me. We have old age stipple across his eyelids. And we have Probondo crow's feet here and here, which are just transfers. And underneath his eyes, we actually have silicone transfer pieces, which were just put on, and they were cap plastic. And they were just put on and just peeled away. We have a silicone piece that comes around here, and same on this side. And that's just to put a bit of a different shape onto the corner of his jaw here, and a bit more weight across these folds here. We also then have old age stipple across the top lip, just to put a bit of texture in. We also have a little bit of a turkey neck going on here. Nothing much, it's a very, very small piece, but it's literally just to change his profile slightly, just so there's a bit of weight underneath. And then we went on to painting it, and we painted it with skin illustrators. First colour that went on was the warm tones, the reds, the rose, and we put all that on all over, brought everything up to the same temperature of colour, and then we went on with browns, olives, broke it up. We also put a blue tone in here just to act as a stubble shadow, because he has his own stubble shadow here anyway, so we've just blended all that in, and because he had a lot of stubble shadow here and here, it married it all up. And if you come in really close, you can see all the broken veins and all the little imperfections that have been painted in, like little freckles, just to really, really break it in. If you just close your eyes for a second, we've actually painted little veins across his eyelids, put a bit of redness around his eyes, just to sort of help age his eyes a little bit. And that's pretty much it. We then put the wig on. Oh, actually, forgetting about, before we put the wig on, we actually used the Skin Illustrator aging palette, and the aging colour that we used was the silver, and we just combed that through with a mascara brush through his eyebrows, and we used the silver as well, because if you put white into dark hair on camera, it really picks out as a blue, but in this case we used silver because it does ping back a little bit more white. And then putting on this wig, which is beautifully lent to us and dressed by Kate herself, and if you just turn your head, the actual wig finishes here. This is his own hair. So what we've done is we've just combed a little bit of dark brown colour into the wig just to tie it in. So it's got a nice gradual colour into his own hair, which is lost. And you can still see the thinning patch at the top. And as you can see, unstressed, stressed. That's how it is. And they're the same age. There you go.